Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. Let's open up my beauty pie box. I will admit I already opened and unwrapped one thing because my oldest daughter just had her birthday. And I wanted to give her a tube of the new tubing mascara. So the day that Beauty Pie announced that they were releasing a tubing mascara, guess what I did? I'm like, I'm placing an order. And then I just kept adding more things to the cart. So let's see what's in here. But I know that there is a tube for me and the one that I gave to my daughter. I was sure I had ordered more than this, but let me show you what I got. First thing is this. I just finished up the one that was in my shower this morning. This is the Super Healthy Skin Moisturizing Shea Butter Suds Body Wash. I really like this. This is $12. You're getting almost 17 fluid ounces. You're getting 500 mil, 6.9 fluid ounces. I like that it smells like citrus. There's orange oil, lemon oil in here. It smells really fresh and delightful, I think, and the scent doesn't linger, so I can step out of the shower, pat myself dry, and still feel like about 10 minutes later I can spray on a fragrance and nothing is clashing. I really like this, but it gives me a really nice, like sudsing up in the shower. It doesn't overstrip my skin. It has sweet almond oil. It has coconut in it. Let's see, aloe vera, lemon butter. There's a lot of things in here that are going to nourish your skin as well as give you a nice kind of shower experience. This is fantastic. And I feel like for $12, it's a very like luxurious product for $12. I just realized I totally forgot. This was something else that I got specifically for my oldest. She loves this. This is the Plantastics Deep Nourishing Moisture Balm. I have one that I just opened up and we finished one, she and I together, but this is one of my favorites. If you watched my last unboxing, there was one of these in there and it hasn't been that long since then. So I'm probably just going to leave this in the box and like give it to my daughter because I had purchased it with her in mind. I forgot about it because the one thing I did get for her that was part of her birthday gift was this. This is the brand new Wrap Star Tubing Mascara from Beauty Pie. I know that there are a lot of tubing mascaras out there that don't have tubing in the name, and I wish they would. I wish they would. So it looks like this. It comes in this cute little pink tube. Let's see what the wand is like. Ooh, look at that. Hello, we've got different length bristles throughout. Smells like mascara. I don't know why. Sometimes I get it in my head to smell something like mascara that should just smell like mascara. I'm going to start using this and I will let you know what I think, but let me tell you what it says it's supposed to do. This claims to be able to lengthen, give just a little bit of volume and to give kind of a glossy finish. And it has, I almost laugh. Beauty Pie always has everything like named with like some trademark. This has the Absolutube technology. And I don't know if Absolutube is something that Beauty Pie has like trademarked or whether it's a technology that's in a lot of tubing mascaras, but there's Absolutube technology in here. Okay, let me keep going. All right, this is the one thing that I have been meaning to try for 3 years and I never have, the Japan Fusion Pure Transforming Cleanser. I've had so many people tell me you have to try it, you have to try it. This is basically the first part of a two-step cleanse. So this is going to break down all of your sunscreen. If you wear makeup, it should take care of all of your makeup, you know, and when you add water to it, it should emulsify and rinse makeup down. Then you can add something else as a second wash to make sure you don't have anything left on your face. But this is something I've been meaning to try forever and a day, and I just hadn't gotten to it. I have been trying the Youth Balm products from Beauty Pie. I should probably soon do a review of those, but they recently released this new retinol product. This is the Youth Balm Double Retinol Action Skin Overhaul Serum. This is a product that comes in an airless pump, looks like this. I'm really curious to use this, but the one thing that I noticed is when I was looking through, they said if you're not already using a retinol, you should start with something that is not quite as powerful as this to ease your skin into it and then bump up to this. So I ended up buying this, and I've used this before. I just haven't used it in such a long time. I was like, I need a new container of it. This is the Ceramide Boost Anti-Aging Face Serum. This is part of their Super Retinol line. I really like this because it's not too aggressive. I have had problems in the past with the retinol products from Beauty Pie. I've tried their under eye with retinol and it made my eyes so dry. I had to stop. I had to stop. There was no putting makeup over it and not looking like a craggly, dry desert. My under eyes were terrible. So this is what I'm starting with. This, by the way, is to help reduce the visible appearance of wrinkles, even your skin tone, and to help enhance firmness. It has encapsulated retinol. It has concentrated ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and lactic acid. So we have some exfoliation going on in here, but also some things to help soothe and kind of hydrate the skin, which I like because when it comes time to this bad boy here, this is supposed to really do some heavy duty work. It has micro encapsulated retinol at 3%, which will help with wrinkles, even skin tone, and enhancing firmness. It has a gram-active retinoid at 2%. It's a slightly lower dose of vitamin A for a double dose of resurfacing. And I think because it has the encapsulated and the gram-active retinoid, I think it's one of those where that could really irritate your skin if you're not already used to using retinol in your regular skincare routine. It has 5% niacinamide that's going to help with collagen. It's going to soothe and brighten lactic acid. That's going to help to resurface layers of the skin. And 5-Vita, I don't know what that is, to hydrate the skin's upper layers and help delay the signs of premature aging. All right, so this is the reason that I got this. Cross your fingers, it's a really, really good thing. All right, the last couple of things, I already told you about the mascara I picked up. I picked up a repurchase of a fave. This is, I don't want to be without it. I just opened my backup of the One Powder Wonder. This is the Uber Lucent Universal, the one that's white. I love this so much. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is, I think, the 4th compact of this that I have purchased. So the other one of these that I just opened, I think it's maybe been a month now. It's got a little slight divot in it, but I really, really like this product. I think this is a fabulous product. And when I first purchased it, it was under $10. I think it was like $8 or $9, and that was 3 years ago. Of course, prices have gone up. I think this is closer to $15 now, but one of my most reached for powders because not only is it great at setting areas like your under eyes without making it look like you're adding age. Sometimes some powders just give me an extra 10 years under the eyes or more. This one doesn't do that, and it sets the entire face. So I can use a smaller brush for under the eyes or a smaller puff for under the eyes and then just use this all over the rest of my face. It gives a really beautiful, slightly radiant glow while still setting my makeup in place. Now, I do wear a very, very fair shade of foundation. I'm wearing the Givenchy one today and I wear the second lightest shade. So just keep that in mind. This is one of those powders, although it is white in the pan, it does look translucent, but if you have a richer skin tone than I do, I've had some people tell me they have good success with medium skin tones. Anything deeper than that, I don't know. But I love this. I don't want to be without. And the reason I got another one now, when I just barely cracked into the other one, is there was a time when I was like swirling my brush around an empty pan and there was just like a little rim around the edge. And I couldn't get it because it was out of stock. Out of stock, out of stock. And I was like, no. So I don't want to be without. This is the one powder that I'm like, back up for sure. The other thing I got is a cream cheek product. I have really liked their Super Cheek cream products since they first launched. I don't know, I think it was 3 years ago when they launched. So they have this new shade. This one is called Blazed Apple. And right after I placed this order 2 days later, they came out with a different red shade. And I was like, nah! So this one's kind of more like an orangey red, which is fine. I'm going to give you a couple of swatches of it. So this is what it looks completely, you know, straight from the pot. And this is what it looks like blended in. The one thing that I really like about these is that they kind of dry down to a powder finish. I like that a lot. I think it's a really pretty formula. This one definitely has a warm red lean to it. It almost looks orange in the pan here, but it's not really. I would be more intrigued, and I wish they had already released it, because the other red they have on their website is definitely a little bit cooler in tone. This is what the new shade looks like. I will put it up on the screen for you, as well as swatches, because this is probably, I've tried their Super Cheek powder formula. It's okay, it's nothing to write home about. If you really love a cream blush, these ones from Beauty Pie are great, and they work well on the cheeks. They work well on the lips. I'm really glad to have the shade in Blazed Apple. I wish I had picked up the new red one, but it wasn't out when I made this order. But it kind of makes me want to go, wait, what? That's what came in my Beauty Pie order. The other thing I'll tell you is I have been ordering some other things. I just found this. This is my favorite balm cleanser. This is the All Clean Balm from Heimish. I usually buy this from Olali. I found it today when I was at Walmart. I was like, yes, please. Thank you, thank you. I also picked up 2 of Krave's reformulated Beat the Sun sunscreens. This is a lightweight sunscreen. It's SPF 40 with a 3+ PA rating. They used to have, but it wasn't. Okay, the reason they reformulated was a long time ago, they had a formulation that was supposed to be SPF 50, 4+ PA rating. And I loved the formula because it worked beautifully underneath my makeup. It was hydrating in the summer. I didn't need to put anything else on, step out of the shower, throw on some of this, I'm good to go. And my makeup never melted and slid off my face, and I still had my SPF on. The problem was, this was almost 2 years ago, they had to pull it from the shelves because the testing that the lab had done, when somebody did independent testing, they found out a lot of Korean formulated SPFs were not actually what the tube or the bottle said. And so they pulled theirs, they refunded people money, and they finally, just at the tail end of February, launched their new Beat the Sun. And instead of being an SPF 50, they went to an SPF 40. So we could have bumped it up and you know, gone back to the same sort of PA rating, but it wouldn't have had the same sort of cosmetic elegance, and it wouldn't have felt as nice on the skin. It would have been a little bit more difficult. And I'm glad. I would rather wear something I know I'm going to wear every day, because SPF is the most important part of your skincare routine. And I want something that is going to, you know, be hydrating but not greasy, that is going to really make me want to reach for it. And at $20 for 1.7 ounces, that's exactly what this is. And I got 2 because I'm like, you know, I knew I liked the old one, and they said it was even a little bit better, like texture wise, than the other one. And I think they're right. I really like it. It's definitely one of those formulas that does leave you with a radiant glow. And if you like a more matte finish to your face, or you deal with a lot of oils that crop up throughout the day, this may not be exactly what you're looking for. All right, the other thing, I did this. All right, so this is a brand called Bliss Kiss. You can get it on Amazon. You can go straight to the Bliss Kiss website, but I have been using this product for years. You might see it in my empties every now and again, but this is their Simply Sealed lotion stick. This is the scent Summer. But this is basically, it's like a giant chapstick, but it's not chapstick. It is lotion. So I like, you know, rubbing it on the backs of my hands. I like rubbing it on my legs straight out of the shower. And it is so nourishing. And it has a very light scent. Again, another one of those that does have a scent, but it's not so heavy that it ends up kind of fighting with what I put on fragrance wise. But this is the one thing, because it has shea butter, because it has jojoba oil, because it has lanolin and beeswax and a lot of natural ingredients. It really helps when I have like really dry cuticles, when my elbows are getting craggly and scaly, when the fronts of my legs in the middle of winter get really dry and they start to get really red and angry, and if you put any lotion on them it starts to burn. It doesn't happen with this, because this is basically like a balm. It is super hydrating. And the one thing that I didn't know until I started using these products from Bliss Kiss is that jojoba wax esters are very close to our body's natural moisturizers that we put out. And so our body kind of takes that ingredient and goes, oh yeah, I know what to do with that. And it really helps. And I'll tell you, I had the worst dry, cracked, almost to the point of being bleeding, but they were really itchy. They were so, like the moisture barrier was just gone. They were so irritated. They were so flaky. They were so out of control. And 2 days, morning and night, putting this on, I had the softest, most delicious like shins. I'm not going to show you because I don't have beautiful legs, but I'll tell you, the skin went from being really angry to not. So my husband has one of these by his bedside. Each of my kids have one by their bedside. There's one in my bathroom. There's one on the desk where I edit. This is one of those products that I have multiples of, which is why I get so many. I have bonus ones here because I keep them in various places around the house. And this is one of those things that I don't like to be without. And it's great because it does give like a really nice glow to the skin and it feels really nice, but it's not like really greasy and oily. You definitely feel like there is a layer of hydration on the skin, but once it sinks in, it's just so good. So I like having multiples of these like all over the house, the same way I do with my favorite lip balm. I would love to know what sort of products do you really love and appreciate so much you have multiples of all over the house. What sorts of things are repurchases for you? What sorts of things are your favorite? Are there products that you're really curious to try and see what is going on, or things that you use regularly and daily? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.